I hold here in my hands what we think is the future of telecom and our industry. This is not about an iPad, I assure you. I am not trying to channel Steve Jobs in any way, shape, or form. I would have a black turtleneck on otherwise. But this is about acknowledging that communications is changing very, very rapidly. You've seen it here. And it is more and more essential every day that all carriers, service providers, respond to this in a marketplace manner with agility and speed. It's agility and speed is key. No longer is it just about delivering switched minutes and provisioning. It is now about how carriers and service providers know that the world's changed. So how can you imagine turning up innovative new services like this? This is a video voicemail. And after this session, you'll be able to see this demonstrated. But to turn up these new services quickly, to be able to do it from a multitude of platforms, no matter what soft switch you have, no matter what session border controller you have, no matter what billing system or operating system. To do this with services through a hosted PBX if you wish, or to do conference calling in addition to this video conference calling. To add new features like this visual voicemail, and to do it from a landline or a mobile. Mobile strategy is very important to a CLEC and to a service provider. And to do this from new devices that we have not even conceptualized or seen, that is the future. So if you take this video application, can you imagine how you could do this, provisioning it instantly? Think about everything that has to happen, the build-up of this, the call, the provisioning, the detail. Can you imagine this being bundled completely with an integrated hosted VoIP service, and to offer it to your customers in an integrated single bill that works and is accurate, actually, without any capacity constraints? That's the main thing. No CapEx. This is an OpEx model. And to rid yourself forever of outrageous capital expenditures. We think that it's time to shift the margins from the vendors of boxes to the service providers who earn it with the customers. And all of this while being automatically interconnected to the Telastic community through our peering and capability in this interconnection. What I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, is that it is no longer necessary to purchase this expensive, cumbersome legacy infrastructure because it's so hard to adapt it, it's so hard to scale it with your existing systems.
Yeah, but not
so
yet.
Telastic
Thank you.
is your communications. And as we consider it, it is your communications as a service. It is delivered as a service. It is on-demand session border technology. It is on-demand operator services, and it's available to connect you, for you to manage, and with your customers every day and your partners. It is carrier grade. We built this to run Pac-west. We had to do this to stop spending millions of dollars on IT integration. It is optimized server capacity available as you need it, when you want it, to house your applications if you want it. It is a ready-to-go wholesale hosted VoIP and PBX suite delivered on your brand, OEM, white labeled completely, and delivering services to you, your agents, your partners, any way that you wish it. Telastic is expanding the horizon of what's possible in our industry, and as was set up here, it is communications at the speed of need. We need it very much. Now I've got standing beside me here a group of our showcase customers, and they represent a significant variation in the industry. Some of them are new and innovative. Some of them are established and proven. But in each and every one of these cases, these customers have come to the same conclusion that Pac-west has, and they share a common vision with us. And that common vision is Telastic. So that is the vision of Telastic, and I'd like to reintroduce Vic Bazzo. And Vic is going to have you speak to these customers for just a very brief few minutes, and then I'll come back up, point out the Pac-west team, and then we want to show you Telastic, demonstrate, and meet all that you wish. Vic, if you will, please.
Thanks, Hal.
I'd like to start by introducing Jess DePasquale. He's the CEO of Alliance Group Services, a wholesale provider rapidly growing and changing. Alliance Group has succeeded by providing services to its customers with agility and speed, consistently ranking as one of the fastest growing telecom companies in the region. Jess understands the constraints of capital expenditures on his business growth. At Pac-west, we're always pleased to celebrate first. Jess, we'd like to show our appreciation to you and Alliance Group for being the first official Telastic customer. So if you would step up. We'd like to give you a flagship award. It says, this award is presented to Alliance Group Services to acknowledge the first Telastic customer, showing forward thinking and a shared vision of the future of the telecommunications industry. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you. I appreciate that. I must say I would have signed up for Telastic, powered by Pac-west, whether they gave me the award or not, but that's very nice to have, and I do appreciate that. I think we took a risk, as any cutting-edge new company would do, signing up for a new platform, but I have to tell you, it has been a wonderful, wonderful experience. At Alliance Group, we pride ourselves on giving our customers a competitive edge. We sell strictly wholesale to resellers, CLECs and ILECs, and in that space it's very important, especially with emerging SIP products, that they have that edge, and Telastic and Pac-west has offered that to us. Three things were very important to me. Number one, the speed to market, ease of doing business with people that we genuinely felt good about and felt we could rely upon, and scalability, because our customers grow and we need that backup and support. More importantly, we didn't want to pay a lot for this, and that's where Telastic and Pac-west came in. They made it easy. We did not want to consider purchasing a switch. We've been in business 13 years, non-facilities based. We've had direct relationships with our carriers, wonderful relationships. And during that time, off and on, we've considered buying a switch. We didn't want to add people. We didn't want the management. We didn't want the cost. Telastic and Pac-west gave us a turnkey solution to come up with something that would make it easy for us to enter into a facilities-based business and offer our customers SIP-based products. And I got to tell you, it has been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience. From the marketing people to the sales people to the technical people. We are truly proud to be the first customer of Telastic and Pac-west. And I thank you very much. The only thing I can say is I wish we did it a little sooner, but now that we're up and running and they've made it so easy to be partners with them, I think that we are going to have a wonderful experience. And I use the word partnership in the true sense. They have been great partners, and I thank them very much. Vic and his team, and Hal and his team, thank you.
Thanks, Jess. Next, we're pleased to introduce a gentleman who's been in the industry for many years, a personal friend as well, and he understands how difficult it can be to manage traffic that's inconsistency in capacity and demand. Chris Hall, the president of NetD Consulting, saw early on how the Telastic could be a perfect solution for application service providers, such as the call center segment. Chris, would you like to come up and tell us a few words about how you're using Telastic?
You know, I think we've all been confronted with the opportunities of call center for many years and struggled to find the platform and the environment that would let us capitalize on it. As we've seen the call center vendor list shrink over time, we continue to get the phone calls from them looking for suppliers. Telastic was the first platform we've encountered that gave us the opportunity to do that. Until this time, dealing with first generation session border control technology, we couldn't handle the highly dynamic, rapid growth, high call per second setup environment that's required to support the call center customer base. Telastic presented us with that opportunity, not just with the technical capability, but also with the scalability, which I think is a comment that one of the earlier speakers made. we're able to respond to the very dynamic environment that the call centers have, where they need provisioning of thousands of channels at a single time. If you're going to buy, using the old licensing model hardware platforms that require you to buy individual session licenses, that just becomes very prohibitive from a capital expense point of view. But with Telastic, that's something we can respond to, and we can vary our port capacity very easily to meet the needs of the customer base as it's constantly changing. We also needed something that took the session border environment to the next level in the OSS and billing arena. Telastic presented us with a single source solution where we can integrate both the routing, the pricing, the trouble ticket management, all in a single platform, so we're not constantly jumping back and forth between different systems, trying to find out what's going on in our network and how the call center guys are trying to break it. So we're delighted to have found Telastic and for them to have found us. We're already working with them very closely in developing other applications, and we found their team to be very accessible and accepting of our input and feedback to help build their platform and give us what we need. So I encourage you to think about joining the Telastic family of customers and finding ways to advance your business in the ways you hope for but haven't yet found.
Chris, thank you. Finally, I'd like to introduce Luis Martinez. Luis is the CEO of One Number Solutions, which is a unified communications company. And as you know, the unified communications industry is rapidly gaining momentum, and One Number Solution is receiving a lot of attention in this space because they're the first unified messaging solution that has combined incoming and outgoing voice, fax, mobile, plus email and conferencing into one number, and then linked it to a personal communication and information manager with a social media presence. They certainly will need to be able to scale on demand to respond to the enthusiastic marketplace. Luis, would you mind stepping up and saying a few words? Thank you.
Hello, everybody. We're very proud to be here and very excited at this point to be participating in Telastic for four core reasons. One, numbers. We have an impressive presence in California and Nevada, but would not have the ability to go nationwide or worldwide if we could not partner up with somebody like Telastic. Besides that, in order to meet our infrastructure needs and in order to meet our capacity needs as we grow, again, Telastic has proved to be the answer that we were searching for. Last but more important and most important is we're very excited to be part of the Telastic, I call it the supermarket, the grocery list of these fantastic products that they're going to make available to all of you, and that we hope to be a part of and to share, all our One Number solutions with you.
Thank you. I'd like to bring Hal up to make a closing statement.
Well, thank you very much for coming. As we conclude, I'd just like to point out the Telastic and Pac-west team. They'll all be available, as will all of our showcase customers, to speak with you if you like. First and foremost is Torben Motz, who is our product management director and is responsible for the hosted IP PBX suite. And we have Kelly Sparks. Where's Kelly? Here's Kelly right here. Kelly is our VP and solutions architect and engineer who really deals with the platform and will help sculpt services for you. Chris Turner, who is our Vice President of Pac-west Sales and will happily speak with any of you about any of these elements. And at the very back is Dennis McCarthy, who is our Chief Operating Officer and has been with me from the beginning as we have turned Pac-west around and established Telastic. And we have Peter Gaylord, who is our Vice President of Marketing, who brought you this fine event, and Aaron Simons, who coordinated this, and finally, of course, Vic Bazo. Everybody will be here. We would love to have you spend some time. And I see Rob Thrasher, who I had missed. There's Rob back there, who's our sales director for the West and will also be happy to speak to you about sales. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to propose a toast to you, our friends, our family, our customers, and prospective customers, and we hope that you will get to know us and get to know Telastic. We'd love to do business with you, and we'd love to have you do business with us. So here's to Telastic and here's to you. Cheers.
Cheers.